It's time for Power Hour.
Hey traders, welcome to Stream. Sorry, that song was a little too much for my liking for an intro. Didn't really listen before I hit live, but who cares? Whatever. Welcome. Good day for Bitcoin. Not really like a huge move or anything, but it is the highest price we've seen since August 23rd. So like 3-week highs. Yeah, just starting the stream with it. You can see above my head right now, that's a little rectangle range that on the 4-hour candle close during the closing bell for Wall Street, we did get some semblance of a breakout, and we are possibly seeing some sort of breakout back test occurring. Again, it's a 4-hour, who cares, may not be anything, but that's the data we have right now. So rejoice in that fact. And yeah, a lot of altcoins really not performing even to the extent of Bitcoin, where it's only at 1.3%. But either way, man, decent day, and maybe, you know, buyers could take us to at least 118.6. Seems like that would be the supply line of this channel Bitcoin's contained within. So that means what upside potential from where it is right now? About maybe like 1.5% more upside before maybe supply lines tested. We'll see. But no problem. We're going to get, you know what happens tomorrow? I believe we're getting rate cuts tomorrow. FOMC, yield curve control, money printing, currency, fiat debasement, long-term incredibly good for Bitcoin and gold and silver. Probably really good for risk on assets, like really the big tech. Yeah, dude, just cash is trash. It's been the case for a long time, you know that. But maybe it's time for Bitcoin to do something, because it's been spinning its wheels for 10 months now, really. Okay, so as your Bitcoin dominance, I'll show you how it's rallying still a little bit. Yeah, the bear flag really didn't pan out, did it? I mean, you're just back inside, so maybe it's just, yeah, you got a lot of divergence on the RSI. We know 57% is a huge level from many years ago, and you're just bouncing off of it so far. But really no higher highs. You just put in the lowest low, so no trend reversal yet, but just showing you. Okay. We haven't looked at total in a minute. Let's just look at total right now. Knock it out. Dude. It's super sexy, isn't it? Jonathan, is it not?
I like turtles.
Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah, this beautiful uptrend on total market cap, this beautiful price action correlation to old overhead resistance, now support, recaptured, reconfirmed, broke a supply line, and now just, you know, underperforming. You know, if this was Bitcoin, we'd be above 4.05 trillion, but the altcoins have been underperforming. So, but hey, good news is you're right now at $4 trillion as I'm speaking to you. And you are working on a bullish engulfing candle, but just imagine breaking the heart line and running to the overbought threshold, 4.46 trillion. You know that would mean Bitcoin is going crazy, going back to all-time highs, beyond all-time highs. Ethereum would be well over $5,000 if we were at a $4.5 trillion total market cap. Yeah, you just really like to see the bearish divergence just underperform, indicating maybe buyers are very much in control of this asset class right now. So, all right. Thank you, Jonathan. All right.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Just for a minute, man. Ethereum bouncing off the lows, still in a well-established uptrend. That's it. I mean, anything above 43.84, you have an argument to be long. You just do. Above 43.84, you're golden for upside. You don't know how long it's going to take before you really run, but that's it. That's the threshold. Below 43.84, too long. Yeah, you'd probably be looking at 39.50. But sorry, above support. This is fourth day now of red candles and a very nice trend. I mean, this is higher highs, higher lows consecutively. You most recently put in the highest low of the uptrend, and you're trading above horizontal line support resistance from years ago. Dude, you're good. You're good on this. Maybe just Bitcoin outperforms for a little bit. But who cares about the daily as much as the weekly? Remember what's really going on. You got the right angle descending broadening formation, the over 500-day large structure. Breakout already happened. You had a bullish engulfing candle confirmed a few days ago, Sunday evening. That's it. That's literally it. So you have like a confirmed breakout, you have a nice bullish engulfing candle, you're trading above overhead resistance support, and you're just hanging around. So green light on Ethereum until the price truly falls below 43.84, and it stays below it, and we start marking down. You know, you are good. I'm thinking 5K Fibonacci extensions if things get hot. that we've already seen from the high to low of the structure, a 1272, and that's exactly where some pullbacks and price action occurred, right there. You know, along with the 1272 confluent with the old all-time high from 2021. All right, but if they broke that, 5200, 5743, 1414, 1618. So, I mean, Ethereum's actually technically fine until you lose 4384, and that's it. So, have in the chat. I'm just gonna BNB real quick. Bro, what do you want, man? Another all-time high. It's up 4% today. It is the king of kings of all crypto. Look at this. We're doing it, man. I mean, we've done it. It's got to be Jesus chimes. You kidding? The channel, the overbought threshold of this mega uptrend has been achieved. We're there. 955. If they break that, $1,000. That's a 1618, psychological, psychotic, man. I would think anything above 900, you're probably going to 1,000. Trying to make you bullish. I mean, BNB is bullish. There's nothing you can do about it or say about it that is not bullish. While Bitcoin's like, hey, dude, we're just like, maybe we're going to break 117, but I don't know, man. Probably not. BNB is just going nuts. Crazy. Just finally starting to get a little overbought. Just around 71. Who cares? So strong. The king. CZ, you did it, man. Congrats. All right, let's move to XRP. Up 1.6%. Hey, good news. Good news, chat. Remember $3? Not just psychological, but an old overhead resistance from March 1st of this year. They're defending it. They're engulfing today. Very nice. Very nice, boys. I mean, to successfully hold $3, given enough time, you're probably targeting for 336, 340. That's it. $3 is a big deal, and they're defending it. 2 days in a row now, hopefully, 44 minutes. Knock on wood. But great, man. Great news. You could have a lot of upside. I mean, really, I would think if they engulf and this level's being defended successfully and Bitcoin runs up, I mean, I think XRP could have a 10 to 11.7% upside potential anytime, given enough time above $3. Very nice. Okay, hype in the chat. And then we'll look at Solana, which is at 1.6%. And shooting star follow through. Not much more follow through so far. Doing very well. Very well. Already broken out. I mean, there is a little bit of resistance around 247 that has been tested. There's supply there, sold off. But I don't know how this thing's going to go to 216 again if Bitcoin does the thing. I don't know how. Very well established uptrend on Solana. It's been that way for a while. And multi-month highs. And maybe soon a test of 260s in order. I would not be surprised. Strong stuff on Solana. Playing catch up with the others that had already hit their all-time highs. So those are your bigger cryptos. All right. We gotta move to the spider. Okay, just to discuss a fresh intraday all-time high. So another all-time high. It's every day. Every day. So at the heart line of the channel, it was actually down today at close 0.14%. It's just the market is just kind of waiting, being a little timid for what's coming tomorrow, which is a rate cut. I don't know how the bots are going to react. Everyone knows it's coming. It's going to happen. It's probably going to be 25 basis points and probably not going to be 50. If it is 50, you still can't be that surprised. But that would be the surprise. Because it's like there's no chance they don't cut rates tomorrow. So will it just be more than we maybe thought? Probably not. I just wonder, will we survive? Will they rug pull us? Dude, that's what they do. These bots, these algos, these market makers, they do this So you can't act like you know if an event will be a catalyst for reversal or not. So if we can survive it and not get some mega meltdown reversal, my God, dude, the money printer gonna go burr continuously, and we might have a real shot at a 1414, 667 up there. Phenomenal. Hype and check. Dow Jones down today. Actually bearishly engulfed yesterday's candle, but yeah, whatever. Like, tomorrow's the day. We are upsloping in our consolidation. Hey, so the spider was too, and they broke it out up. It was a breakout, not a breakdown. So, but above all, overhead resistance, formal bullish back test is good there, but you gotta maybe a bearish pattern. So I am very excited to see what they do. That's your Dow Jones. Down today, lowest daily candle close since September 10th. Oh my God, dude. 6-day lows. What? NASDAQ composite. Another fresh all-time high. Intraday. But you ended up closing lower than yesterday's record close. But my God, the 1618, they have not quite hit the 1414, just a few dollars away from 22,442. But my God, if X doesn't mark the spot going into a rate cut, you're hitting a 1618, a 200% retrace confluent. You're hitting the supply line of the uptrend that's been going on since May. You're near at the 1414 fib extension from the previous major all-time high to the April low. You are at an X marks the spot place for maybe a pullback, but in before, God candle. We're breaking it. We're breaking out of everything. In before, you can't act like you know. But good God, this is it. You're hitting the extremes. We discussed all the extremes. They're all pretty much confluent with each other in this 22 to 22.5 zone. Got an unfilled gap display at 22.150. Will they rug it? Right here. It would be poetic. It would be crazy. It would be respect. All right. Then the Russell 2000 ETF just been continuing to hold up here, contained within the channel. Nice uptrend, supply line, so well respected. Gotta give credit where credit's due to this channel. And it's the same situation. We know something big's coming tomorrow. First time in like a year. And it's the first time in like a year that a rate cut's happening because of fraudulent data that the Fed had been receiving from the previous administration. Scammers, bunch of frauds. Okay. So that's it. Down a little bit today, 0.45%, but whatever. All right. Up against resistance. All right. So it was China today. China. Just look at BABA real quick. It's up 2.64%. Do you understand how close we are to the fourth target of the trade setup posted August 5th of last year? Off what will go down now in history as one of the most incredible harmonic reversals we've ever seen. And it probably will hit fourth target and not be done. Now, you might pull back, fill some gaps like you do. You hit targets, you get retraces, but the retrace will be the highest low of the uptrend. They'll go test it again later, and then you'll eventually break it and run to 205, 211, and beyond. So this is just artwork. So proud of this, how it worked. The Chinese gave us a freaking actual Gartley. 786, 1414, 618 on the B point. There was no controversy. It was perfect. And then they gave us a jump across a creek, supply line break. They gave us a third valley. And that third valley happened to be formally back testing the key level. There were just so many incredible things about it that were just, it's what you look for. It's what you dream of. It's what you scan for. It's what you almost never find or never see. And then it presents itself and you stay patient, and look what it manifests into. Okay, we're talking like 13 months later. But forget it, man. Who cares? It's just Baba, dude, right? Because you had more opportunity for China. Baidu. Come on, man. I mean, what more could you ask for? You know, I mean, it's like undeniable level, right? 2013 and 2020. You know, a lot of price action there, but then in the end, it got real tight, real nice, and accumulation structure, right? The lows, and then you got the lowest low April 9th, and then you got a bunch of higher lows, and then that, you know, predictable pattern, accumulation locally, and that accumulation just happened to be holding at the bottom of the historical zone, and they were testing and testing, you know, but
Chargers 21 tip $25. Halliburton, gonna make varsity? Seems interesting here. Thanks, man.
what's up, Element of P? Thanks for 25, dude. Yeah, we'll certainly look at that. All right, Halliburton. It had been long forgotten, long wrecked. Maybe they're turning around. So this is the stuff you dream of, right? You know the level. It's so real, 85 to 87, and it's like, okay, well, they're just disregarding it. They're violating it. There's no respect. And then, like, after the lowest low, the higher lows come in, and all of a sudden, the characteristic of price action correlating to that level from July 14th all the way to August 20th, that was it. And that's what's like, man, they're actually defending it successfully now. And since then, you know, that was the highest price seen since November 27th, 2023, and the highest daily candle close since November of 2023. So we're talking literally multi-year highs today on China, on Baidu. Phenomenal, man. And it all started with TA respect. It wasn't random. You know for a fact, if you watch this stream, if you're in the Patreon Citadel, none of this was random. None of this was like, what happened to Baidu? It was like, JD, that falling wedge. Beautiful breakout of the wedge. And now, remember the levels, okay? Sometimes they're violating the levels, but now they're beginning to regard them. Just now, like bullish engulfing candle today at 3.2%, 0.4% after hours. It's a key level, man. Okay, it just is. There's no fantasy here. It is just reality.
Can we look at CRSP, CRSP therapeutics daily and monthly divergence? Spring back test of major level at 52 held.
Cool Adger, man. Thanks for 20. Dude. We're going to look at CRISPR therapeutics. We're going to be therapeutic bros. We'll look. Okay, thank you, dude. I think you would agree. Cole, chat. Oh, yeah, those are definitely historical reversal points, and it's certain. There's no controversy in any regard. Look what they did. They formally back-tested that old level as support before what? Oh, my God. Right? So you just know it's real. And more in 2022. And now recapturing and reconfirming it and holding it here. I wonder what's gonna maybe happen. Something very significant could occur, trading above $33 given enough time based on what history tells us. So the sky could be the limit on this one. Remember, the lowest low, more correlation to another level than the higher low. That inverse head and shoulders resolution, they broke this multi-year downtrend. Dude, you know the trend has reversed. Everything's turned around. Everything's changed. And now you're at actionable areas. It's a dream. It's all divergence, the wedge. There's so much here. And so there's probably a lot of upside given enough time above this $31 to $33 level. Okay, hi in chat. JD, Baba, Baidu. With other Chinese names, I mean, probably more. I know we have the China A50, but that was the one that really got us kind of excited. That Three Rising Valley is on its index fund, or one of them. So I just want to make a point about China. And then you got gold. Remember gold? Yeah, dude, gold, all-time highs, man. Well, you cannot stop this asset. Yeah, get annoyed by the Jesus chimes that most days we can never play, but we will play them to honor the asset's all-time high. Cool, that's right. EH was in there. Rivian, Neo, okay. So gold, highest price intraday ever, highest close ever. You're positive on the new day, 0.13%. Oh my God, I guess it's time, dude. Exceeding the 1414, 3734 on deck, the 1618 of this, from this high to low. Fibonacci, anchoring. Yeah, there you go, man. 37, then 38, then 4K, probably the big psychological level. So, bye-bye purchasing power. Bye-bye indecision candle today on silver. Who cares? Intraday, 14 plus year highs. Amazing. Okay. So look at that real quick. Yeah, China. What about EH? It's been a minute, but it was looking good, and it's still good, man. You got the accumulation. They've been sideways, and now you're just getting more of the same, which more of the same. Just it's like, oh, okay, more look, this low here. Interesting, 1473. Let's see how real the level is. Okay, all right. You tell me. First time ever, January 2020. Then it was like support in 2021. It was reversal 2023. Resistance, support. Something's happening. Okay, really, something's happening where that level is being tested. Maybe it's a zone. Okay, I don't really see it as a zone. Maybe. Let me see here. That candle close. I'm trying to make sense of like what's happening. If there's any correlation, not too much. Okay, candle close reversal. Candle close reversal, support, resistance, support, resistance. So it is a zone. Like there's like it's a zone between 1460 and 1549 on EHang holdings. EHang gonna be Kangs. There it is. Okay, so if you look at it like that, all of a sudden, gosh dang, man. All right, you get your three valleys, and all of a sudden it's like 1 and 2. These two lows are higher than this low, this low, this low, this low. So that argument and evidence of more than before is still there on EH, despite its crappy sideways. So anything above 1550, given enough time, could be good, man. Could be real good. Maybe minimum 22, but maybe you're thinking $29. So EHang, yeah, NIO. You're looking at China, dude. All right. Yep, all that spring back test, bull flag broke out, and now they held $6 support, and that was it, man. NIO highest daily candle close confirmed since October of last year, and really, you're in like a wormhole, man. Like minimum 769, but eventually 820, 819. That would be Neo's target here. Thought they might have given us a third valley, but too strong. Huge pump, up over 8% today. Up a little bit after hours even. That's right, IQ. Now, I can't believe I forgot that this one. We were looking at this one too. IQ up 3.11% today, but we know this one's already taken off. You know, it was perfect, dude. They gave us the nice accumulation signature, recapturing the bottom of the trading range, and now it broke the 200 golden cross. Yeah, look at the golden cross you received just a few days ago. That happened, man. It happened September 5th. Way higher if you give it enough time. Any pullback you might get, it's gonna be a higher low than 173, and you're going to run again later. That is it, man. And just so good. Okay, China. So, now we had a couple requests, but let us look at the Mag 7 like we do, the market drivers, Tesla. Come on, dude. Remember how we hit and exceeded target 1 of the trade setup yesterday? Very good price action today. Why? This is like indication for now that buyers are confirming the breakout. What was once an overhead resistance October 2021 is now flipping potentially to support. Closing above it. It's phenomenal. So any price given enough time above 412 is, I'm thinking, 464, probably 488, probably an all-time high test. And if not, an 886, which is probably what I was saying, 458, 460. That's it, man. And now, target 2 of the trade setup is 488, all-time highs. Target 3 is, I think, in price discovery. A level never seen before on Tesla. Humble beginnings, but then humble beginnings really turned into pattern recognition. Oh yeah, I've seen this before. And look at it. Being able to identify patterns and how the price correlates to levels and understanding how trends work and what higher lows represent locally. It can change your life, man. You can't tell me it can't do that. And at the same time of doing all that, identifying all that, you don't have to actually think you know where an asset's going next. You're just identifying the psychology of buyers and sellers and knowing it seems more favorable for buyers if this stays as is. If you keep holding above key levels, you keep back testing levels successfully, you keep putting in higher lows, you recapture the 200 moving average, you break supply lines, you back test supply lines as support, you put in bullish abandoned baby patterns. All good. It is freaking phenomenal, man. And I just hope y'all are learning something. If you're newer, if you're on your trading journey, I really hope like what we're doing here, you're getting something out of it, That's all I can do. Elon bought 1 billion. Yeah, he bought 1 billion only way after the technical analysis indicated the probability was higher of way higher sooner, not lower. And if it went lower, easy to manage risk and strategize stop losses. Never got stopped out. Okay. Remember we were discussing, it started with Google. Great trade setup. Concluded its fourth target yesterday, 1618. Unreal. What a trade. And then a month later, all eyes were on Tesla for strategizing. And then what have we been talking about the past week? Now, all eyes, well, the new place to be putting your eyes and maybe some of your money, Meta, Zuckerberg, Facebook. And guess what, man? Highest daily candle close since August 15th. Call options going berserk. And you haven't even filled the gap formally, which you'll probably do tomorrow, 785.36. But come on, man. The target's 811, 850, 900. This was the last one that made any sense for a fresh long. And it's already starting to pay off. Yeah, already. Post the trade setup on Friday, Friday, on the 10th or the 11th, I think. And if not, maybe the 9th. But let's go, dude. See you way higher if you give me enough time. And it will be just like the Google setup and the Tesla setup. I mean, and if it's not, oh well. Already positive P&L out the gate. So I'm just excited about this one until we fall below 736. That data, if you did that data would indicate to me that my argument is no longer really valid. And yeah, it might be time to cut some losses because the implications could be horrid. It could be a gap fill at 695. But until that happens, golden, man. Well, nature, fantastic to hear. Thank you so much for the feedback, man. Really, anyone giving me feedback, I appreciate it. Feedback's better than lurking, okay? You're supporting the stream more if you're giving feedback in the chat than doing nothing, just listening and ignoring what I'm talking about. All right, Amazon, yeah, I mean, okay, it's back above an overhead resistance. That's great, you know, but Bezos still is not banned. Hassan, communist, terrorist, okay, piece of human garbage, subhuman garbage, yeah, that's Hassan Piker. And until he's banned on Twitch, I hate Amazon. I hate Bezos. It's unbelievable. And Elon keeps putting pressure on Bezos to ban him, and no one's commenting. He's not commenting. He's just, you know, pumping his girlfriend full of saline, you know. Oh, her lips, her boobs, whatever. Just her butt. He's obsessed. He's a sex-crazed lunatic. That's Bezos right now, apparently. He needs to figure it out. It'll probably go higher if they don't rug pull us tomorrow or in the coming weeks off of the catalyst. But I just fundamentally, you got to hate Amazon until they figure it out on Twitch, okay? Fueling leftist terrorism, okay? They're inciting violence and death on conservatives, which is psychotic. Apple, I'm talking about maybe things are looking okay. The weakness of sellers after the bearish divergence, and all of a sudden the RSI developed hidden bullish divergence.
Opinions on Intel over the upcoming weeks with rate adjustments. Thanks for everything as always. You are a legend.
Intel, thanks for 20 dudes. Options on, hold on, sorry. I'm exhausted, man. I had a really hard workout today. Opinions on Intel. Oh, well, dude, that was one I pinged people at in the Discord, the Citadel, about. It's like looking like imminent breakout. But like, I just promise you, we'll go to it and talk more about it. So Apple, the buyers have recaptured the bullish control zone today. They did it after the hidden bullish divergence. So very good. I'm feeling more confident about this asset. Again, if they don't rug pull us tomorrow, okay, you have to understand, we are going into the effing slot machine casino tomorrow. We just are. Okay, you just don't know what's going to happen. The bots could literally use it as a catalyst to reverse the entire trend. And we've been going for so long, it might be done for a while. You don't know. Or it could be the inverse, where it's like, oh yeah, rate cut. Bots are just like, buy everything, pump everything, continue repricing everything for monetary debasement of fiat. So let's just say, think about it like kind of tomorrow is an overall market earnings report. Could be terrible, but could be unbelievable, and also could be nothing burger. Kind of hoping for nothing burger too, because eventually nothing burger subsides in an uptrend. Eventually number go up again. So I'm down with nothing burger. So, but the buyers recaptured 237 today, and traders settled up above that level. That's wonderful, with the now bullish edge implying continuation after a low and a higher low. Your target, given it a time above 237 and barring acts of rug pulls tomorrow, 247 is the target on Apple for now. Okay, that below 237, it's really, they could lose 237, go fill the gap at 233, pivot it and run again, recapture 237, it'll be all good. It's no big deal, but yeah, you could be bullish on this now. We'll see. Okay, all right, let's go to Google. That was down 0.18% today, but only after a fresh, legendary all-time high. Yeah, who cares? Oh my God, a red candle. In the end, the 1414 was everything. I'll show you one more time so we can just bask in the glory, right? Bask in it. Here, take it all in, chat. Take it all in. We had another legendary Google trade set up at the end of 2022, early 2023. That thing was phenomenal as well. But this one, just for the record books, just perfect.
Caught creeping. For EGY, nice takeoff today and still some upside.
Oh yeah, Trev, thanks, dude.
Is that a joint?
Maybe I'll take a gander at it if we have time. Thank you, dude. 420. But everyone should have. If anyone went long on Google when this was posted, you got time, because money buys you lots of time. Okay, same with Tesla, right? Okay, record. Microsoft. not great. I mean, wow. Thought things were kind of maybe turning around for Microsoft yesterday, day before. And then all of a sudden they paint this ugly dark cloud cover, bearish reversal candle. Okay. So you knew there was no edge on it. It was extremely random, whatever was going to happen, right? The fact that it gapped up and started rallying was random. There was nothing implying that was going to happen. You were flipping coins, and it happened to land on tails because tails never fails. And then today, more coin flip garbage. That's a nasty candle. Up a little bit after hours, but wiped out the gains from yesterday. So I'm wondering if they... Oh, tomorrow's a casino, dude. Casino within casinos. Like, it's like you're going to walk into a casino tomorrow, and then you're going to continue walking until there's a door, and then you walk into that door, and it's another casino. Inside the casino. That's tomorrow. So enjoy that. So, like, taking positions based on, like, the initial price action we receive, it's probably not going to go the way you think it is. Typically, that's how stuff like tomorrow happens. Adam and Eve. I don't know about that. I would just think, like, let's be cautious on this one because there wasn't an edge to begin with. It just was rallying, which is great for the index funds because it's a huge market cap asset, second largest in the world. But that was an ugly candle. So, all right, Nvidia was the worst performer today, and we've been discussing you're flipping coins trying to long this thing because you think like you very well could be doing this. I'm not kidding, man. It's one, it's now two. With candle closes even, it's very symmetrical if you're just looking at where traders are settling up. It's very, I'm a little, I think like the gap fill is a great target. And let's hope to God when we get to 170 for the gap fill, it holds. But that right there doesn't make me feel good. This is exactly like what we saw at the beginning of the year. This was all identified day by day. Whoa, nice recovery. Remember, there was the Chinese AI deep brain or whatever they called it, but you ran up for the third proportionate peak, and that one just happened to be formally back testing key resistance from June of last year, and then that ended up being the continuation of the correction that you were already in at the time. It was harder to see. The rising wedge broke down. Anyway, so it's not much different. This is a very similar distribution structure on Nvidia, super subtle. People might be like, I don't know, but I could be completely off here. But you have, I mean, forget the rectangle for a second. Just look at it, That is a perfect potential three falling peaks with an unfilled gap below you, which makes it like even a little bit more precarious. Like, I don't know, man. They filled that gap and momentum strong with the sellers. They marked that down at 164. Then it breaks that. There's nothing there. Unfilled gaps, many. I think there's like 11 unfilled gaps. We counted 11 plus on Nvidia. So just pay attention. This is the number one market cap asset in the world with not a favorable structure. It's just not until we're breaking above the previous peaks. So just keep that in mind. It's not great. DeepSeek. Was it DeepSeek? Sorry, Deep Brain. Oh, come on, Bitcoin. Of course they're going to... Hi, I'm Bitcoin. Of course we're going to break a range and then we're not going to confirm it. We're going to close back, contain within it by the daily close. Of course. Of course we're not going to ever break out and really run more than 1,000 points in a day. Of course. Okay. So those are your Mag 7s, dude. Okay. SolarEdge continues to ascend. The uptrend is your friend, back above 30, back in business. Above 30, given enough time, you're just waiting on 42 bucks. This was like a trade setup. The confirmation of accumulation, recapture on the 200, recapture 1577. It's all good, man. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher in time. Plug was looking real good, man. Yeah, dude, the confirmation that the buyers had recaptured the inflection zone that goes all the way back to, come on, man, 2011, 2016, spring back test 2019. I mean, what a good start, you know, up 7%. Everyone knows this pattern. Phenomenal. Oh, Occidental Petroleum was up 5% today. I haven't looked at this one in a minute. Well, they have already broken the supply line. The trend wasn't great. The trend's still not that great. I mean, maybe in the short term it's there, but you got to recapture like 52. Got to make higher highs, you know. Yeah, so it's more a local thing going on Oxy. They recaptured the 200, which is a good start. Oh, look at this. We have an impending golden cross, maybe within the next couple weeks on Oxy oil stock. It had been getting just beat down, dude. But that was a nice close today. Nothing crazy, but it's up 5%. Wow. RGTI, quantum computing. That trend is your friend. And it is continuing. That was the highest daily candle close we had seen since so close to historical close. Oh my god. Dude, is it the same price? Hold on, let's see. Close 20. Close 20. Okay, so it literally hit all-time highs and no higher. It hit the highest close it had ever seen, just rivaled it. We also had a record close January 2nd. So, I mean, phenomenal. Like, you gotta love the harmonic framework, and then it's like, oh, harmonic framework ushers in the bullish continuation trend, and that's conceptualized parallel channel tool, higher lows. You gotta love how they're just hitting that 50 moving average, but you know, they're hitting the demand line of the uptrend. It's harmonious. The RGTI chart, very harmonious. Type in the chat. QBTS also had its own really pretty Gartley, 886 Gartley, and that was the highest daily candle close on this one since July 24th. So rectangling, nearing the trading range top. And that's it. All the way up, man. All these bases of buying. It's beautiful. Valero was already a dream, man. It had already done the thing. June 5th, we were screaming about this one. The old entry of the successful trade setup from January 2024. It's like the same thing. It's a rerun of the trade. And you've broken out of the old level, multi-year resistance at 150, psychological. That was the highest daily candle close received on Valero since July 30th of last year. So over 1 year highs. And no telling what this thing's going to do above 150 given enough time. 886, that's all I'll tell you. Yeah, you got this going on, of course. Yeah, you start being like, maybe profit taking level, 886, which would be like 175, 176 zone right there. That's probably what you got going on in BLO. It's a little bit more upside. Nice stuff, dude. I know Halliburton was a request. I haven't looked at this one in a minute. Yeah, this one's, well, I mean, kind of weird, where it could certainly be some sort of bear flag, bearish consolidation situation. Because all this consolidation, this is like indicative of what the market participants are trying to do. These buyers, what they're attempting to do is, hey man, let's get to 25. Well, we have not been able to get to 25 since April. In fact, we're trading at the same price we were trading at in April. Remember when everything in the world was like at its lowest point of the year in April 9th, April 10th, Trump tweeted, everything reversed, and then you're looking at Halliburton, and it's trading at the same price it was trading at virtually when everything bottomed out. That's terrible. That's so bad. That's such a loser. But hey, man, buyers recaptured 21.28, which is where a dragon developed its second foot, and you had an insane run. So don't forget about the implications of buyers recapturing, defending, and reconfirming this level of support. You cannot deny its existence. You go further back, is it that big? Dude, look at this thing. Like, it's a major reversal in 2008. Look when they reconfirmed it as support. When they recaptured it, 2010, ended up going way higher to $57+. Any more history on this? Yeah, a little bit more. 1998. I think that might be it. No. Oh my God. 1980, chat. Halliburton. It was the top. Nice bubble, bro. It'd be a shame if we reversed at 21.28. And that was it. So interesting to think about on Halliburton. That is where you're trading above. So if you were real, and look, the supply line, that it goes all the way back to April 2024. Look, man, if you were thinking, hey, I know the trend's been bad. I know it's been a rough ride for Halliburton for a long time. I know it's been underperforming. I know it's garbage. But hey, you go back to 2008, you could say, you know what? I know how I would strategize this. Certainly. Be very easy. Very simple. All right, just okay. Decent day today. Nothing crazy. Dude, wouldn't it be like this simple? Like stop loss 20, 50. Your argument completely evaporates when the price of Halliburton falls back below 21.28. That's it. It's done. Like I wouldn't want to own this crap at all below this 21.28 level. All right. But if you never get stopped out, I don't think it's equitable to take profit at the next resistance. It's not even close. What we would do probably is use Fibonacci. It would be some sort of position trade. This is how sad this is, man. You have not even seen a 23% retrace yet, which is typically where bear flags take you. You bear flag to the 236, and then you collapse again. They haven't even been able to get close to it. Ugh, so it's like first target, almost 4-to-1 reward to risk, 28.25 to 382. You play it like that, you know. Play all the, yeah, see that? Support 2023, support 2016. Yeah, target 1 right there. Again, we're talking about a terrible performer, man. Like you could just do it 1, 2, 3. I mean, each target of the golden zone, be like that. You could have a target 4. Target 4 would be like, all right, F this, 886 overhead resistance. Like that is how you could maybe play Halliburton, and it's literally 2 things. It's the supply line from 2024 being broken subtly, quietly, shh, and then the 2008 level of all levels, or no, I'm not 2008, the 1980 level of all levels. The buyers have recaptured and are trying to reconfirm it as support. Those are the only 2 real arguments, the reasons and ways to strategize. They've done it before. I mean, more recently in 2021, and that's where it rallied. So showing this as a trade setup doesn't mean I'm going long on it. Doesn't mean like I think I know we're going way higher. I'm just, right, like I'm walking you through the thought process of how to apply a trading plan to technicals, okay? And it's all very educational, I would say. I hope like you're getting value out of the thought process on maybe how or why. Someone requested this. They paid me $20 for it or $25. So it's like, okay, I'm going to try my best to educate everyone or help people everyone's on their trading journey. So it's just a way, you know, it could easily get stopped out, but if you get stopped out, your losses are very minimal, and that's the point. But they're very strategic. Your entry is very strategic. Your stop loss is very strategic. Targets, just Fibonacci. Okay? So just have an open heart and an open mind with this setup. I'm not acting like I know, okay?
Nose Bull Tardu tipped $25. AWOD. Concerned Doge wine time. Can we take a look at Wolfspeed technologies now that it's restructured dead high frames? Please W a zoom in Fentai.
No Bull Tardu. Thank you so much, 25. Yeah, we'll look at that. WOLF. Wolf Tang. Thanks, man. Just for education, dude. It's like, man, I think the right people understand what I'm trying to do. This is not me making a call, dude. Technical indicators. That's kind of it, you know. There's not really a pattern. I mean, someone would call it a chart pattern. I don't even really see it. I don't really care. because you don't have to have a real formal pattern from Bulkowski, man. You don't have to have it. We're just trading levels. Okay. The recapturing of a level, an old all-time high from 1980, and a channel breakout, and formally back tested the breakout as support. Like they did it. They confirmed that support. Gotta give it a shot. All right, thank you, dude. That was for Elemental P, of course. All right. We got less than 1 minute, so be a logo on the 8s. Oh my God. Deep crab? Maybe. Can we add to the argument? I don't know about deep crab. I'd say more about a crab, right? More crab. See, 70%. Round the ones, almost got a 1618 down there, you know. Okay, okay. Extension, harmonic extension. That's nice. Let's get back to Bitcoin, just to see this very nice bullish engulfing candle. Oh, I'm sorry. Yesterday was a positive close. My bad. So not bullish engulfing candle. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Jesus chimes. That was the highest daily candle close we had seen officially since August 22nd. You didn't break it though. You just kind of tested the candle close as resistance, and that was it. So remember, we're talking about if they're just going to take this to the supply line of this channel, you got about 1.5% upside. That's nothing crazy, man. If they wanted to go a little crazy, you'd probably go into 119, we'll say 120,000 psychological, and it's definitely some sort of overhead resistance back from July. But we'll see. Crazy stuff. Good to see Bitcoin wake up and do something. And hey, great news, everyone. Look at the 4 hour above my head. Now, it could be bullcrap. No one cares. But look, the trading range between 14,750 and 116.8, they did break out. They did back test with confirmation. The breakout is confirmed. So all we need is a go candle, the break, hook, and go, and send us up 1.5%. So that's so far what happened. You know, you might lose it, whatever. As long as in the next 4 hours we get a higher close than 116.9, it would be a confirmed nice breakout. So they did it, man. For now, Asia, who knows what they're gonna do. Okay, so just want to look at Bitcoin for a second. Next one was CRSP. CRSP. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, you can't tell me this isn't some sort of potential structure, you know, trading range. It's super strong here. Like, yeah, they're holding it. And they've been running it, but you know the level for a trading plan is always going to be $43. So we never got a pullback, really. We recaptured it, kind of reconfirmed it immediately. Yeah, they did. They recaptured, reconfirmed in June, and then ran it. But yeah, like they're just kind of pumping it. So I can't create a trading plan, really. How do I do it? You'd have to be near $43. That's how we do it, right? You always want to look for assets correlating positively to their key levels, and you're a little too far away from that. You know, to long now. How do you manage your risk? Oh, what do you have, a stop below $50? Well, what happens if it falls below 50 and just hits the $45 to $42 level? You get stopped out with massive losses, big losses, and then you're at a better entry. Oh, that'd be sickening. So that's the problem with this one. But yeah, no one's going to say it doesn't look very interesting. It could be like Wyckoff accumulation, schematic 1, I think, where you've got the spring at the end of it. Try to show you what I'm talking about. Wyckoff schematic. look for it real quick. Yeah, that last thing. Yeah, it's just like this one. The spring in phase C. We back tested it. Dude, does it not look effing identical? Like right here. You see it? Spring, and then they back test the spring, and then the trading range, like more sport. And it's like, oh, you're looking at like literally right here. Like all of that right there. Spring, back test the spring. And so now you're in the midst of, you're in phase D, but the sign of strength would be a break of $74. So you're still working on it. So you could like layer into this thing incremental amounts, even if it pulls back. You just keep adding, like the composite man, act like the composite man, incremental small amounts over time, and then eventually, you know, whether it goes to $43 or not, who knows? But you hit 74 and break it, that's when you get your sign of strength. The sign of strength is the break of the trading range, and then you get a back up, pull back, and then the confirmation is the fall through into the phase E markup. So interesting, for sure. Intel, for Intel. Looking at this one today, very close. I mean, speaking of Wyckoff, right? Accumulation. Look what they did. I mean, up 2%. It was the highest daily candle close since August 19th.
Can we look at this stock? FIP.
Sure, we'll look at FIP. Waluigi. These are the 20. Yeah, so this is just a big deal, man. 25, I think this is the top of your trading range. It's the breakout point. It really looks strong, man. Like, it's just, you know, like this. It's like a pennant or something. So everyone should have their alerts set up, you know, above 25.50, because you hear that it's the breakout. Your first target's 28.89, and then $35 after that, and then 42 after that. So just pay attention. Okay, you are on mega breakout watch. You could be waiting on phase E of Wyckoff accumulation. You could be like, it's one of our last days in phase D. Could be looking at phase E as soon as tomorrow if they break it out, you know. So very nice, man. Just not much else. We looked at it, and there's not much of a change besides more good. About to have a golden cross. You already maybe you're talking about the other one, but yeah, you already had a golden cross on Intel in August, so you're good there. Now look at this, 20, 50. Now you're trading above all three moving averages. Look at the key characteristic of the simple moving averages that you very seldom see. You just don't see it often, okay? Where, look, man, okay, like in a bear market, yes, the 20 is below the 50, which is below the 200. They're all, like, that's exactly how it is in a downtrend. And then nothing burger, a bunch of chopped crap. But look now, it's, you had the golden cross, the 20 and the 50, bullish crossed over the 200. The 200 is still flat. It's not up sloping yet. It hasn't been up sloping since April of 2024. Eventually that'll turn around, but you're trading above all the moving averages, and now the moving averages are favorable. Like this is how you want the moving averages to look in uptrends. You want to be trading above the 20. The 20 moving average needs to be above the 50. The 50 is above the 200. This is like right here, like moving average analysis, where you just don't get that in no trends and downtrends, and typically you might be beginning a new trend. Okay, like long established uptrends. I mean, look, you'll get like the crossovers, the 20 and the 50, and then the price will be above all, but the moving averages are in line. The 20 is above the 50, above the 200, and then it stays like that in these uptrends. 20 is above the 50, above the 200. Not other ways. Not, oh, the 50 is below the 200, but you're above the 20. It's not, no, it's 20 above 50, above 200. You haven't had that yet. They're beginning to diverge from each other is also good. So just some moving average stuff. Okay, cool. Healthy, and been a long time since we've seen it like that. Okay. The next one was EGY. No, EGY was just kind of a Valco Energy. Looked good. There it is. There it is. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's go, Trev. Wasn't this like trade setup stuff? It was. It looked good. It looked really good. It wasn't your best entry, but we were playing this swing low. What an instant payoff. Highest daily candle close on EGY since March 17th, and way higher to go, man. Wow. It was all about the level. This is what I'm talking about. This is TA. Real TA. You don't have to know where it's going next, but you certainly can know what price action, correlation, and key levels represents. And then very subtle strength, where it's oh well, the sellers are no longer able or willing to even come close to testing those supports that they formerly tested successfully multiple times over months. And look at you now. Oh yeah, hype in the chat. Just the beginning, really. It's gonna actually play out.
Anonymous tipped $25. NB or PLG dealer's choice.
What's up, dude? Thank you so much for 25. Yeah, we'll look at that. Thank you, man. I'll look at both and see which one I like better. Okay, EGY. There you go. How's it? Golden Cross coming? Not yet. Yeah, nice though. Getting real close. The 20 is about to cross over the 200 though. Yeah, looking interesting, man. So freaking nice. Man, a lot of TA respect going on, huh? Look at these futures. Like every time it's just so strong, dude. These trends are insane. Nice trend you got there. It'd be a shame if we cut interest rates and destroyed it all. Yikes. Wolfspeed Incorporated. Oh God, so effing nasty, man. Like what in the world? Oh, makes you want to vomit. Debt consolidation, you say? Who cares? Please zoom in. TY. Down 16.55% today. A dark cloud cover. Very similar to what Microsoft got. Ugly candle. Real ugly. No real structure here, man. What'd they do? 266. Is that real? Hello? Yeah. Yikes, man. It's a zone there. Look, the swing high from 1993, swing low from 1998, 1996. My God, Nintendo 64 support, you know? Yeah, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, inflection zone. You're trading below it right now. What does that tell you? It's disgusting. But hey, you know what? Not much to do on this garbage, but sweet mother of Jesus. Look at this, man. Like, you can't make up. Like, the TA is so incredible. 1996, 1997, and then look, 1997 again. You get the 3 rising valleys, the accumulation signature, and then they even spring back test this thing right there, July 1997, before the markup to run to the next resistance. A beautiful trade setup. It would have been if I wasn't like a child playing Nintendo 64. Wow, how wonderful. 3 rising valleys, how it played out, resolved, hit a measured move, obviously. And then it dumped back down to the same support and then ran again. But I'm just saying, right, for a trader, that is perfect. They took it to the profit-taking level. Everyone took profit, and it sold off again, 1998. And then we went on to the dot-com bubble that it just went into mania. Hey, look, remember 90% of assets hit $90, hit $100? This was one. Want to hit $90? Boom, goes to $100.95, and it was over. It was literally over for decades. No, I'm sorry. It was over until, it was 20 years, man, before it ever saw $100 again. And this was the everything bubble. And then it concluded with a thin gorge rim effing Head and Shoulders. Whew. Sorry, man, we're just tripping through time on this one because, like, I have nothing to say about this as positive. It's garbage, dude. If you're below 266, 307, get effed. No thanks. I hope they recapture it because you might like it because debt consolidation, but whatever. Thanks, dude. FIP. Yeah, let's go GoldenEye, dude. FTI Infrastructure Incorporated. Up 1.46% today. Not much history, huh? There's a swing high, swing high, swing high. Trying to make sense of these zones here. It's almost like an incomplete M shape if it was going to do it. You'd probably want an 886. I don't think you're there yet. Nope. Yeah, all the way over 365 to 350. Like, that's like a... And then even after that happened, you would want like, okay, oh, lower high, then runs, oh, and then rolls over. Oh, God. And then it does this, and then it does this. Then I'd be like, oh, yeah, I might want a long FIP. Maybe, you know. But until then, I just can't sign off on it. I got nothing to say, nothing to do with it. I mean, nice bullish divergence in the RSI, and it got a little rally going on, an exhaustion rally. But I'm looking for like momentum shifts, like momentum killers. M shapes kill momentum. You have an incomplete M shape. You have no forms of confirmation. Like, you have nothing really on FIP that would make me want to be long on this long term. Like, for more than a couple days, I wouldn't. No, thank you. But maybe at 350, 360, if we get structures developing down there, it might be something to look at later, but not for now. Thank you, dude. Okay, NB or PLG? Let's take a look. Which one? Neocorp. Well, that one's... Well, NB, dude. We've been here before. Well, look at this thing. Jeez. What was this looked at? It must have been on stream sometime. Yeah, I'm not sure. Must have been, Huh. Well, anyway, I don't even know what this is. Minerals and metals, classic accumulation signature ended up playing out. You hit your highest level today since May 2023. And you are currently above a level of all levels, $3.70 to $4. If you hold above that, given enough time, you're going way higher. So you have a colossal breakout. Phew. Did they already back test it? They kind of did, and then there was so much demand they couldn't even test 406. You hit 410 or something at the lows. Yeah, this one's like you're already in it, I guess, and you're like, hey man, where do I take some profit? Shoot, man. I think $7 is your big target here. I know there's some swing highs, but I think that's it. $7 on NB. Yep, $7. You break 7. I mean, maybe 868. But then after that, good God, I'm not sure which swing high we would use. It's kind of crazy. $12. Yeah, dude. What a start, high volume, and now you've broken out, and you're not. It's either $4 or $7. You're in the middle of it, so you can't manage risk here freshly, but you had your chance, obviously, in July. Well, when someone requested it, and we looked at it, and there's probably a golden cross going. Yeah, you already golden cross back in February, trading above the 50, the 20, the 200. Look at this, beautiful, freaking beautiful. Okay, well, I got some stuff I got to handle now, so I'm going to get out of here. I've been live hour and 16 minutes. If you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button above the sub. You know, what do you want from me, man? Like, doing all I can, you know, to go live with Bitcoin being just dead, a dead asset. I mean, it's up. It just doesn't move anymore, really. It's completely controlled by futures markets and interest. Short interest, okay, whatever, derivatives, and we got interest rate cuts coming tomorrow, which who knows, is probably going to dump and then pump, or pump and then dump. and then inverse everything in the next few days after that. So, okay, so they're not able to really hold on to the 116.8 level, top of this range. Doesn't look like on the 4 hour for now. We'll see what happens. We got 3 hours 41 minutes to close back above that level, so you're not dead. You got plenty of time. So let's see how that goes. But what a day, man. These markets, China, metals, Bitcoin, stocks, I mean, right, all-time highs in the index funds. It's crazy, but everyone needs to be paying attention tomorrow, because it's gonna be volatile and it's gonna be head fakey. Okay, it's gonna be heady. So thank you for coming out. Be sure to join the Discord. I have that pinned in the chat. Until next time, respect, TA.
those turd nuggets?